Today I want to talk about the changes that have happened in the contest chair role. In the past, the contest chair has organized the contest, and then that was basically it. Now the rules have changed. On page 18 and 19 of the contest rulebook for 2016, anything that I'm talking about today can be read in the speech contest rulebook for 2016. The new rulebook has Dhananjaya Hadarachi on the cover, so that's the one you want to be checking out. Something I want everybody to get their hands on. So this is the contest rulebook, so it is available on District 52, as is the ballot and several other documents. Inside this rulebook are several pieces of new information, and I want to show you how that is identified. I hope that'll make you dizzy. Can you see, I don't know if this is big enough, can you see the black diamond right here?
Yeah, you sure can.
Okay, this is a new piece in the rulebook. When you see a black diamond in the margin, that information is brand new. Some part of it has been changed. So this one up here where it's the speech contest policy, they've changed something in here from the last time. This one also, individual admission fees to a contest may be charged. That was not there before. So inside this rule book, you will notice all kinds of black diamonds. And those diamonds need to be paid attention to because a lot of times in the contest, people are going on old information. And I want to make sure that everybody understands that there are new rules. Here's the contest chair rule right here. The contest chair may appoint a contest Toastmaster to perform any of the chair duties. So they can ask the Toastmaster to announce the winner. Okay, and here, before the contest, contestants are briefed by the rules by the contest chair. You notice it says before the contest. It does not say on the day of. So I checked with our program quality director, and it is true. It can be up to 2 weeks before the contest. Number one, the contest chair is the Toastmaster. If the contest chair does not want to be the Toastmaster, the contest chair assigns somebody else. So it's the contest chair that makes this decision. Secondly, it is the contest chair that at the contest announces the winners. In the past, we have had a top-level district officer, either district director or program quality director or the club growth director, announce the winners. But it's really the contest chair that's supposed to be doing that. And that includes giving out the trophies and the certificates. The other thing that the contest chair change is, and that is that they are briefing the contestants. Now in the past, the chief judge would brief the contestants and not the contest chair. But it has been in the speech manual, in the speech rulebook, and we're following that this year. The speech contest chair can do a pre-briefing of all the contestants right up to the day before. And you can also start much earlier than that. As soon as you have all of the names of all of the contestants, you should call all the first place and second place contestants together and go over the rules and the eligibility and the restrictions about the originality, telling them that, making sure that their speech is 25% or less is somebody else's material, and that if they use someone else's material, that they will have to cite it. So in the pre-briefing, you want to go over the speaker's eligibility doc, which is item 1183. And you want to cover originality in that conversation. Secondly, you want to go over the speech contestant profile. These are documents that you will send to the contestants before the pre-briefing, and this is item 1189. The third thing you want to go over is you want to discuss the speeches contest itself. You want to talk about props. You want to talk about the venue. You want to talk about when you want them to arrive. Now, because you're doing a pre-briefing, they don't have to arrive an hour ahead of time because the pre-briefing will handle most of what you need to talk about. It is the responsibility of the contest chair to validate the eligibility of each of the speakers. So the contest chair needs to know what that eligibility is for each contest. And you can validate the eligibility based on the club rosters. So ask your area director to provide for you the club roster for the contestants that you are briefing. Because it's at this pre-briefing that you could tell any contestant if they're not eligible to compete. If you cannot get a club roster from the area director, you could always contact Toastmasters International and tell them that you need to validate speakers for a contest, and they will help you out. At the contest, you're going to do the briefing in person with the contestants. You're going to show them at the venue where the timer is going to sit, where they are going to speak, and then you're also going to draw for speaking order. Make sure when you draw for speaking order that you explain the way in which you're drawing. You want to make sure that you're drawing fairly to every contestant. So let's say you use straws. You might explain to the contestants that the short straw drawn equals speaking first. And if you're using a deck of cards, a playing card deck that have ace to king, you might want to say the ace is high and that equals speaking last. Those things are important before you draw the speaking order. The explanation to the speakers is very important. You do not want to have a problem with speakers after you've drawn where you have to draw again. Another thing a contest chair needs to know, and it used to be the chief judge, is if there's a contestant absent from the briefing, the alternate speaker, in this case it would be speaker that came in second place, if they're present, is attending the briefing in place of the primary contestant. Now, the primary contestant is not disqualified from the contest until the contest begins. And that's when gavel is dropped for the contest. Okay? So they can arrive late, they can waive their right to the briefing and still compete as long as they're there before the contest chair or Toastmaster begin the contest. So then you're going to collect the forms and you are going to make sure all their questions are answered and then begin the contest.
You want to make sure that your area directors pick a really qualified contest chair, because now that contest chair is responsible for a lot of your contest and making sure that contest goes well.
We have two brand new forms in our list of stuff we have, and the first one that came up is this one. It is called the results form. It's form 1168, but if you search Toastmasters International, at least right now, you don't see it. I don't know when it will be there. It's not in the contest kits, and it's not on the search. But I Googled it, and it comes up. So I recommend that people get it from District 52 or from this Dropbox link because it is available. So what is this form for? Well, first, it's for the chief judge to put the winners in reverse order at the bottom. Third place, second place, and first place winner. It's also for the chief judge to mark if there is a time disqualification. Because if there is a time disqualification, the contest chair or the contest Toastmaster will announce there has been a disqualification for time and then announce the winners. They do not say who was disqualified or how many. They just say there was a time disqualification in this contest and then announce the winners.
If the rulebook says if you have a contest with 4 or fewer contestants, you only have a second and first place winner. If you have 5 or more contestants, you have a third, second, and first. If you only have 1 contestant in an area, that contestant must still compete and then qualify based on time and eligibility. It is important that you have that contest for that level, because if you don't, that contestant cannot go forward automatically. It's against the rule book. Is to go to District 52. We will have a link put up on the District 52 contest page with all of the forms you could possibly want.